What up, players and pimps? Oh, dude, look at the nasty 400. Dang. Don't mind the little scratches on the side. That wasn't from me, FYI. I bought it like that. Oh, she needs a wash, boys. Look at that. That's bad. What sucks is last time I washed it, water spots everywhere, so it looks even worse. It's dusty and it's got water spots. But yeah, boys, we at the big buck. I need like some downtime because otherwise my video doesn't get monetized, so I'm just gonna sit here and chat for a minute. But I have two things to talk about today. First of all, we're gonna hit 11,000 miles on this bad unit today. That's crazy. So first of all, I'm gonna go ride this back road. People swear by it. I've heard nothing but good things. It's like the big cruiser ride. That's how I'm gonna explain it, I guess. A lot of cruiser guys go out there and ride, so we're gonna check it out for ourselves. So that's what we're doing today. Now, like I said, two different things I wanted to talk about. For one, why I haven't been posting as much, and for two, and the second thing, the topic of today's video is how much does it cost to start riding motorcycles, or like how much did it cost me to get into riding bikes and whatnot. So I'm gonna start with the first one. Sorry I haven't been posting as much. I'm gonna try not to say but we all know how that goes. So why I haven't been posting as much. First off, see, I'm already doing it already starting strong, saying it a ton. So why I haven't been posting, I recently started a new job, and so yeah, I recently started a new job. My schedule's not set in, you know. It's chaos, bro. My schedule's never the same. It's been rainy. The weather, like, it's weird because I was uploading consistently 3 days a week all winter long, but it's just been rainy. Working in, like, because I wasn't working during that time when I was uploading a ton, and now I am. So it's a little hard, because honestly, when I come home from work, editing a video is the last thing I think of. I want to do it more. I'm gonna work on it. I'm trying to do at least once a week, every Saturday, and then I'll go from there. But until I get like a bunch of videos lined up, I'll probably just upload once a week. And yeah, so I mean, that's basically it. Just working a new job, a bunch of life stuff I'm not gonna get into. That's none of y'all's business. I'm doing great. If anyone's concerned, I'm a happy camper, alright? But I've just been more focused on work, and I've been doing different things in my free time other than riding. I don't ride as much, so I mean, yeah, that pretty much sums that up. But like I said, I'm gonna try to upload more. I do enjoy making these videos. It's time consuming. It takes a while. Like today, I'm gonna spend like basically all day making a video, right? And then I gotta go and edit it whenever I have time. So it's you know, it takes time. It takes time. But why I wanted to make this video, and I've been sitting off on this one for a while because I know it would take a little minute for me to do it, but I wanted to talk about how much it costs to get into motorcycles, to start riding, all the gear, everything. So we're gonna start off simple. I would say the most important thing you should do first is get your MSF course done, which is your license. When you do your license, you can go in with like mechanics gloves, a long sleeve shirt and jeans, and then some boots that like cover your ankle, you could wear Converse. I would definitely recommend doing that first. If you can, I would just go ahead and buy your gear and go do it. If you've never ridden a bike before, I would suggest trying to find somebody that would let you just learn how to like a clutch works. If not, I don't know, because my thing is I rode for like a week before I went and did my MSF course, so I kind of like knew a little bit. But at the end of the day, that's what it's for. It's there to teach you how to do all those things. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. Just if, you know, if you can, it does help. Other than that, gear it gets expensive. I will, to say the least, gear gets expensive. But I highly recommend it. You need, I definitely think you need gear, especially when you're just starting off. It's very important. I mean, it does add up, but here's the thing is you're gonna spend less on gear than you are on your bike, so you just gotta price in. Think about it, if whatever bike you're getting, however much you want to spend, I would add like a little 1,000 on that, and that'd be like your goal to reach. And don't go and spend all your money on a bike, bro, and all your bike things. I need to breathe for a second. I'm like hyperventilating talking so much. But yeah, as I was saying, don't spend all your money on a bike and your gear. It's not good, because I promise you you're gonna miss something. Like for me, it was a camera and a microphone and this, that, and the third. You're gonna forget something and you're gonna want to buy it. And just don't go put all your gear on like a credit card and then spend all your money on a bike, you know. It's just, you're gonna get yourself in a pretty bad hole. And don't forget about insurance. You need insurance. Registering your vehicle here in Texas, registering your vehicle is pretty freaking cheap, but don't forget, you gotta price in insurance too. Insurance adds up. And even with insurance on a bike, you could get away with basic liability, especially on your first bike. That's not, like, I don't think that's a problem at all. As long as you're careful and you're not being dumb, you could definitely just get not basic liability. I would at least get theft insurance added on. But yeah, so MSF course, couple gear. So your gear, understand this, like you could go in and you could, you know, whatever you want, but just like an idea of what I spent like 120 on my gloves, like 80 on my boots. Oh, pause. Derek, that's our editor, Derek, make sure you put this on screen, add it all up for me, because I remember how much I paid, but add it up for me. So yeah, 120 for gloves, like 70, 80 for these little like boot shoes, which are super nice. I love them. And then I spent like 150. I got the Insta jeans, and my boots and gloves are Alpinestars. But yeah, I got the Insta jeans, which I really like. I went ahead and I took the knee pads out because they're super uncomfortable. It's completely up to you. I used them for a while because I was a little worried about, you know, going down, God forbid. And then my jacket, I got an Alpinestars like air jacket. I'm gonna link everything in the comments, or not the comments, the description. I'm gonna put the links to everything. And this might not be the exact same stuff I got. Ow, what the hell? It might not be the exact same stuff I got, but it's stuff I would recommend, or like similar things. And then for my helmet, I got an AGV K3. I got this one because of the drop down visor, and I wanted to ride at night time, like during the night, so that way I could keep the clear visor on and still have some tint, you know, with the drop down. If you have a ton of money to spend on a helmet, I would really like the Shoei GT Air 3. That's the helmet I want, but I'm not gonna go spend $700 on a helmet right now. Either that helmet, I like that one because of the drop down visor again, but if I were to get like a daytime only helmet, I would get the R10, the Alpinestars helmet, because it looks sick. Man, I see why people come down here. This is a nice road. I wouldn't come down here and like haul unless you're right here. Hold on, guys. Oh, that was sick. So, what was I saying? I wouldn't recommend getting like a race helmet. Get one with a drop down visor. And if you're gonna ride at night, do not ride with a tinted visor, please. Maybe after you've ridden for a while, okay, whatever, you can do what you want. I'm not your daddy, but like, please, I do not recommend riding at night with the tinted visor. It's a recipe for disaster, really. Rev it. Oh, you little. But yeah, back to the MSF course. I think it was like almost 200 with gas and everything. I think it was definitely $200 for the whole MSF course and everything. And then for my bike, I spent like $5 grand. So nothing crazy. Here's my thing, is if you're gonna, riding is already dangerous, but if you do it right, it's way less dangerous. So that's why I really recommend getting the gear, doing the course, get your license, do everything legally, because there's no reason not to. You know what I'm saying? Like, all it's doing is helping you. You're not a sissy if you go and get your license and everything, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, please do that, and you'll learn a lot of things. I promise you. If you pay attention to that course, the people who don't pass are the people who don't pay attention and just want to ride bikes. I promise you. If you pay attention, you will learn something. You will do great. And I can't support it enough doing your MSF course. I did mine at the Harley Davidson. They have bikes and everything for you. All you do is show up with your gear. They'll tell you about like what gear you need. Literally, you need a helmet, some gloves. It doesn't even have to be nice gloves. You could go in with mechanic gloves. Long sleeve shirt and jeans, or just pants. And then shoes that cover your ankle. That's literally all you need. So you could go in with Converse, jeans, mechanic gloves, and a long sleeve shirt, and I mean, that's enough. So honestly, you could just do that, and then you'll know, like, do you really want to ride bikes? You know what I'm saying? Because after you do all that, like, you'll get a good idea. You'll understand like the basics of riding a bike. I can't support it enough. Like, you need to do that course. That's the biggest like problem. There's a lot of people who ride without a license, and I promise you, those are the people that go down faster. And just if you do end up getting a bike and riding, just be safe, man. It's not a race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You know what I'm saying? And leave space. That's the biggest thing about riding bikes, is I see so many people on cars that, like, look at all these cars on each other's butts. Like, you can't do that on a bike. I promise you, bikes brake slower. Now, if you're good at braking, like, I promise you I could brake faster than that truck and that Corvette. I promise you. But at the end of the day, bikes brake slower. And you need more time to react. There's more things to do. You're going to have to downshift. There's just so many different things, man. And that's another thing with the MSF course, is they teach you how to actually brake, man. There's so many people who ride for so long just using engine brake, and that's not a good idea. I promise you, you will need to use your actual brakes at some point, and you don't want to be the guy who flips over. Yeah, I don't think I'm coming down this road again. You know how bad, I mean, oh, that hurt like a B word. Oh, brother. Ow, bro. Right in my shin. Yeah, to sum up the video, I spent this much on my gear. I spent about $5,000 on my bike, and oh, we didn't even get into maintenance. Okay, Derek, I'm gonna talk about maintenance after this. You're gonna have to go in and rearrange everything, and then this is my average cost of maintenance, and I would say every about 3 months. So depending on how much you ride is how much you have to maintain, but I say 3 months because with how much I ride, you got to replace tires every 3 to 6 months. So I hope this video helped you out with, you know, how much to expect when you to spend on trying to ride a motorcycle, trying to get one. And this Corvette is so dumb. Made me lose my train of thought. But I hope everyone had an amazing day, or is having an amazing day, and just know that I love you, and be safe. God loves you. And if you liked the video, like and subscribe so I could get a ZX6R. It really helps the channel out. I'm trying to get monetized. And yeah, that's about it. Love you. Bye. Peace.